Summer has arrived, bringing with it days of endless rain. Dark clouds gather almost every afternoon, and sunlight has become a rare visitor. The sky stays gray for hours, and the rain often continues long into the evening. I have found so much peace in lighting a candle on my balcony in the afternoon, listening to music, and letting my emotion flow onto the canvas. It feels so peaceful and fulfilling, and it feels rich in a way that's difficult to describe. I used to hate this weather. I hated the gloomy skies. I miss the bright sunshine. I wish I could escape somewhere warmer, somewhere brighter, somewhere that would inspire me more. But life always have a funny way of not meeting my expectation. Instead, it asks me to sit quietly with all that resistance and frustration until I finally see what is underneath it. And what I discover is that happiness and inspiration were never waiting for me somewhere else. They were always available here. The beauty isn't hidden in some fantasy life I imagine. It's hidden in ordinary moments. A slow morning, a familiar room, a dark, cloudy sky outside the window. There's beauty in that too.
A significant life, just what it was needed. Clean in the blackest night, cloistered in injustice dead, and in the eyes of time, nobody is losing. The train just left this town, while I'm slowly heading back to my apartment.
Tonight I'm going to paint another small pendant. Quiet evenings are usually when I spend time making little crafts or painting something simple. I've never really enjoyed lying in bed scrolling on my phone for hours. It always leaves my energy feeling drained somehow. Instead, I find myself much happier when I'm gently working on something with my hands while listening to a podcast or some music in the background. It lifts my mood and helps me feel more present. You know, it's so easy to get pulled into instant form of entertainment, picking up the phone, scrolling through videos, consuming one thing after another. But I've noticed that afterward, I often feel uninspired. When I finally put the phone down, there's sometimes a strange feeling of emptiness. What brings me a deeper sense of peace is creating something, no matter how small, a little craft project, or a tiny painting, or even just some sketches on paper. There's something comforting about making rather than consuming. It doesn't have to be impressive, just a simple act of creating feels so grounding and calming and quietly nourishing to the soul. One thing I absolutely love in these cool summer evenings is enjoying some ice cream late at night. Maybe it's not a good habit, but it feels so amazing. I've also been spending more time journaling these days. I'm trying to write more often, and honestly, it helps me feel so released. I've always loved painting dreamy fairy scenes. To me, they are a way of expressing the light within myself, the part that still believes in angels, in love, hope, peace, and magic. Through my paintings, I create my own world of angels, and even when life feels difficult, looking at them reminds me that there's still a part of me that believes in magical, beautiful things, a part that I can always return to. Life is an endless cycle of ups and downs. Sometimes I feel completely stuck in that cycle, trapped in a loop of hopelessness, loneliness, and despair. When life falls apart, all I want to do is scream, cry, and blaming everything around me. There are moments when I feel abandoned by the universe itself. But after all those struggles, there is usually something very soft waiting on the other side. What remains is a gentle, unconditional acceptance, a tenderness toward life, toward myself, and toward everything exactly as it is. And somehow, the next morning arrives. I wake up, start over again, pick up my brushes one more, create something new, and find beauty in the process. Even within the smallest cycles of life, there are ups and downs, and lately I've realized that what keeps me going is not trying to change everything. It's the art of noticing. Noticing the stories I keep telling myself, noticing the emotions that are present right now and what they are trying to teach me. In those quiet moments of observation, so many little transformations happen, so many unexpected realizations. This afternoon, I felt inspired to create a dreamy watercolor piece. It had been a long time since I last touched this medium. To be honest, I'm not particularly skilled at watercolor. I don't know many techniques. I simply build up layers of color, one layer at a time, enjoy the process. Thank you so much for spending these quiet moments with me. I hope you enjoy this little vlog, and wherever you are, whatever you may be going through right now, I hope you find moments of peace. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.